Good morning, Eagle Nation. Today is Wednesday. It's the 15th of February. It's the 116th day of school and the 27th day of this quarter. Please join me for just a moment of silence. And now, your morning announcements. What an interesting way to ring in the day. Wherever you may be, please stop, please stand, let us rise together for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. It's Thursday. Let's do another number partner to 10. So if we just did one push-up, what would be the number partner to get us to 10? If you said 9, you'd be correct. Let's do 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Because 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 plus 9 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. And 10 minus 9 is 1. All right, what's going on today? To our soccer team, we appreciate you. If you didn't hear the news, they lost 1-0 last night, but they fought valorously and had a great season. Thank you to coaches Santos and Coach T for your hard work with our teammates. And thank you, Emerson Eagles, for always representing us proudly. We appreciate you, and we hope you look forward to basketball season, which will be coming up soon. Presently still seeking confirmation of who might be interested in being our basketball coaches. So let me know if you are interested. Today, in our attendance, we look at yesterday's, and I don't have the printout for you, but it was the highest attendance that we've had so far this quarter. 92.6% was our attendance rate yesterday, almost 93%. And if we think, as we often do, about how behavior communicates, what possibly could that behavior tell us? Well, yesterday was Valentine's Day, of course, and everybody showed up, and they showed up big, which means we don't have necessarily a performance deficit, but perhaps we have a fluency deficit. That means we need to get to school regularly, and it means we have the capacity and the ability to do so because when the motivation was there, Valentine's Day, we showed up. So how do we take that? How do you take that and make meaning of that? How do you take that and translate that into action so that your attendance rate for yourself, if you're a student, and for your class, if you're looking at the whole class, or for you as teachers, can help encourage our students to be here? Maybe we celebrate learning or have regular performances where it's your day to be celebrated and your day to show what you've learned and what you know. I don't know. Let it simmer, but there is something there. It also brings our average daily attendance for the year up to 89.0%. We are back approaching the 90% average for the entire school year. I know we could do this. Keep going. We also want to celebrate today, and I want to say thank you to Ms. Maurer for this suggestion, for this submission. Today we celebrate Maya Angelou, and it doesn't surprise me that she's a favorite out there. Maya Angelou was an American memoirist, a very popular poet, and a civil rights activist. One of her most famous poems is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. But Ms. Maurer says, my favorite is Phenomenal Woman. That's the name of it, Phenomenal Woman. Maya Angelou also received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama in 2010. Ms. Maurer says, fun fact, Maya is the first African-American woman featured on U.S. quarters. And I recall the words that Ms. Dana Ramos used to always say that were Maya Angelou's originally. When you know better, do better. Today, we celebrate you, Maya Angelou, and thank you, Ms. Maurer, for that suggestion. The song dedication that you heard just a little bit ago was from Cruz. Cruz dedicates that song. She says, I don't know who to dedicate it to. I just like the song. Well, we hope that you like that too. And thank you for that song dedication, Cruz. We appreciate it. Yesterday, I challenged you to get to shout outs, and then I corrected the link. And we didn't get to 10, but we did get to 6. And I'm going to share 2 of those with you this morning. So this morning, we'd like to shout out first Ms. Betty Ann Townsend, also known as Miss T. From Ms. Sellos. She says, Ms. T is constantly going through all the data in order to monitor and adjust for kids and their reading groups. Shout out to you, Ms. T. Second shout out for today comes from Ms. Lehman, and she'd like to shout out Mr. Aviles. Thank you for helping with the Aladdin musical, taking care of all your typical administrative duties, and for stepping up to teach 5th grade, again, to ensure a smooth transition for the kids. Shout out to you, Mr. Aviles, and thank you, Ms. Lehman, for that submission. With that, let us get to our words of wisdom so you get to the business of teaching and learning. Today is on the topic of encouragement. The root word there, I know in Mr. Conway's class, you guys pay attention to roots and root words and affixes. Well, the root word of encouragement comes from the Latin cur, or cuore, which has to do with your heart. We all like to be encouraged to do our best. It helps us reach a little higher, do a little better than we might do otherwise. It's great to hear someone say, go ahead, you could do it. That's what good coaching is all about, right? Great American educator Booker T. Washington takes a look at the other side of the coin when he says this. I believe that any person's life will be filled with encouragement if they make up their minds to do their best every day. So the question is this. Which comes first? Do we need encouragement to succeed, or do we succeed and then get encouragement? Just to play it safe, why not do both? Let's encourage each other and at the same time invite encouragement by doing our very best. It's something to think about. This is Mr. Lodato. Mask up today as needed. Please keep your hands clean. Hats, hoods, and sunglasses off indoors. Then stay in your zones, put away your phones, and make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.